Greetings everyone, welcome back to my sketchbook. This is just to play around with the final bit of these dust jackets that I did just for fun. I've bunched them all together in a box with sort of like blocks on either side just to kind of keep them stuck together. The idea that I have, and I have the inkwell off to one side, is I'm just going to continue with the same ink. I mean, if I wanted to, I could use bonus colors or whatever, but I'm going to work on the spines here very quickly and yeah, see what we can come up with. I'll move this around a little bit here too. I'm going to start over here if I can. All right. Okay. What do I have in mind? Well, see if I can get some of this to look a little bit better. And were I so crafty, I would have taken the time to tighten up the each one of the dust jackets. That's okay. I really have just one shot at this anyway. I'll keep dipping this pen. This will be using a fair amount of ink, I would think. So today is a day, should get a bit more snow where I am. We'll see how that goes. Now, the idea that I have for this next part. This is probably not going to be awesome. Let's see if I can kind of move the camera. There isn't really lots and lots of room on the first few books, which is amazing to me when you think about how much space you need to tell your story. So like the first book, and just for fun, I looked at just the numbered pages. The first book is 223 numbered pages to tell the story. And that's wild. The second book is 251. Third book is 319. Fourth book is 636. Fifth book is 700, and I wrote these down, 766. Sixth book is 607, and the last book is, where did I put that? 607. Anyway, that's pretty wild. I want this to look a little bit thicker through there. Of course, the spacing is going to get really wild here. Ooh, I didn't work that out nicely. So that should have been a little bit lower. That's okay. I will figure that out. And plus, it doesn't have to be, well, what am I talking about? Oh, let's move this over. Pen, move over a little bit. Let's see. With some of the calligraphy that I would do, I would take even more time to kind of map out where I wanted things to go, but not this time. Go back to this for a moment. Okay. First we'll get a quick look at that, see what it looks like. Kind of messy. Just for spacing's sake. Look at that, I even smudged that. Oh, look at that. Smudged the G. That's funny. All right. We will live with it. Let's go all the way back here to this. And here, oh, I'm going to make a mess. And just scratch in some stuff. See how this moves around a little bit. The underside of that really does let the ink fly out of it, that's for sure. I suppose a marker would almost work out a little bit better. Ooh, a lot of ink there. Should get a piece of there we go. Okay. Now here. Move this down a little bit. Okay. Now eventually, because J.K. Rowling created such an expansive world, instead of just calling, this the world of Harry Potter, it kind of became the wizarding world. Not the worst thing to happen, I don't think. Because there's prequel stuff, and then there's, well, a continuation of sorts. There's a play that was created that had to do with a cursed child or something like that. Now here, underneath this G, oop, do that in camera, I suppose. I'm gonna make a little mess. I may even kind of do a miniature double loop on the inside there, almost like an Eye of Sauron. Get a quick look at that. Now, the final part, which is the easiest part, I hope. It's just down here. I'm going to write book 1. Here. You guessed it. Book 2. Book 70. Here. Ooh. Look at that book. My goodness, you're getting your reading's worth out of that. Book 700. Better not confuse myself. Funny. Book 5. Book 6. Oh, this stuff here at the end is a little tougher to do just because I don't really have a resting place for my hand. Book 7. All right, I think that is basically it. I'll revisit some of this just to make sure that it lines up the way I need it to. I'll make a little bit more of an exaggeration here of this H. So that's it. That's kind of the fun little project of it. You could take more time with it, I'm supposing, but that is it. That's the group of books. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I've obviously made a mess in certain areas, but I can correct it if I need to. And I probably will. Anyway, dust jacket protectors complete for now. I hope you have a great day. The last video that I'll do will just be a quick look at this, and that'll be it. Anyway, that's it. Ciao for now.